by my sister, who taught me everything I know about comedy, and sadly, my sister is just understanding how big Uncle Yo is getting, like, big within my 30-person audience, but at the convention audience, thank you guys for that. But she's raising my nephew under this amazing circumstance of not using any negative words. She wants to do something completely different. Like, if Clay does something bad, she won't say, no, stop, don't do that. She will encourage alternative behavior, but she'll still do it in, like, mom angry tone, which is like, you're grounded. Oh, you mean 6 feet under? Yeah, I know I messed up, Mom. But it's weird. She won't say anything negative. Like, she comes home and Clay and I have, like, I don't know, thrown the Wiimote through the television set. You broke the thing you were not supposed to break. And they get to that level of mom angry where there is no mommy, there is only Zool. But she won't scream anything bad. She'll scream, Clay! It's good choices! And that's a mixed message right there. We don't know exactly what to do with that, but I want to take that. I love that idea. I want to take that into other moments of my life. I want to be at imdb.com and be all like, Nicolas Cage, make good movies. I'm offering constructive criticism. Like when I visited M. Night Shyamalan's house and screamed, why for an hour and a half, because I loved Avatar: The Last Airbender, and they destroyed that. What an amazing idea. He took one of the greatest animated series in America since Batman the Animated Series, and he turned it into one of the worst movies on par with Batman and Robin.
I love that movie.
Star Wars to the Star Wars prequels, and he says, he defends himself, I love that show. I watch it with my children. I made The Last Airbender for my children. You hate your children. So in response to that, they're making a new Avatar series. I'm so excited. They got they got a whole new cast. It's going to be great. It takes place in the future. It's great. The Fire Nation's going to be all steampunk. The Earth Kingdom is going to have railroads, and the Water Kingdoms are going to be gone from global warming, but you know. My best friends are having their first baby, their firstborn son in July, and this is how bad we are at Nerds, is that they decided on the name Jack. And I was begging them to make his middle name Ryan, and they said, like, the philosopher, and I was like, no, Jack Ryan's the main character in BioShock. Do this for me. They're like, you are not the Godfather anymore. I don't know, it's gonna be pressure. I don't know if I have the potential to be, like, a cool step-uncle Godfather friend of the family. There's just too much pressure. Normally just people, if I'm being introduced to people, they introduce me as their dungeon master, and then like, they pull them away. Don't get too close, or he'll ask you a riddle and throw goblins at you. But my friend Kristen has had animals her whole life, and this is just training for motherhood. She has 2 cats, 2 snakes, 2 fish, a toad, and an Australian cattle dog, which, if you don't know what an Australian cattle dog is, it's basically a rocket-powered spring set with a herding instinct. It needs us all to be by the television. If you get up to go to the bathroom, it will push you back onto the couch. She's been training for motherhood, because if you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball after all. If you can hold an unwilling cat for 8 seconds that has not been declawed, you can hold a baby. If you can catch a dog that has just seen the frisbee go by, you can catch a toddler. If you can guilt that same dog into eating broccoli off the floor, you are set for Jewish motherhood. I don't know how else to do that. There's no other word around that. I have seen this horror take place. Dog sees it. Oh, he dropped something off. Oh, it's broccoli. She turns to him. You don't want that? I just gave that to you. That's your gift. Don't you want it? And the dog is trying to spit it out, but chew it because Kristen is just watching it swallow it. I don't like this thing, Mommy! Why won't you look away so I can spit this out? Oh, Mom. So, guys, questions. How many Naruto shadow clones does it take to screw in a light bulb? I don't know. They haven't finished the filler arc yet. How many Twilight vampires does it take to screw in a light bulb? 1, but 6 million fangirls to blow it way out of proportion. Oh my God, it's a light bulb! It's a perfect light bulb! How many Hetalia cosplayers does it take to screw in a light bulb? He just yelled out, 7. 14. 12 of them to scream gay jokes at each other around the table. Germany to actually manufacture the light bulb, and America to take all the credit for it. How many abridged series does it take to screw in a light bulb? Maybe several hundred, but little Karibo's the only one who will get it right. How many Sailor Scouts does it take to screw in a light bulb? Doesn't matter. Sailor Moon's the only one who brings the bulb. How many Evangelion pilots? One, but he'll never stop feeling sorry about himself for doing it. How many Death Note users does it take to screw in a light bulb? 2, but it takes them 4 years and eventually to trick a Shinigami into doing it for him. Like I said, my sister has just been introduced into the Anime Society. She's a teacher at a public school, and she had the horror of meeting fans of mine. She's walking past, and there's this quiet, nervous girl. Cute kid, doesn't really say much, and she's drawing Sailor Moon in her book, and she looks down. Oh, okay, I can finally connect with this person. Do you like anime? Yeah. Do you know anyone who does comedy in anime? Do you know who Uncle Yo is? Well, he's my brother. And suddenly it lets out this tea kettle squeal, like, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Greg Ayers to the stage. Like, So now she keeps looking around her shoulder because they keep looking at her from around the locker, then vanishing. She's Uncle Yo's sister. That's a lie. Can't be possible. He was spawned on his own from the heavens. But that's not where it gets weird. 2 weeks later, they're taking an exam, and she's going over to help one student with a question. And she feels a finger on her hand. Not like, teacher, I need assistance, but like, slowly getting the texture of it. And she looks over, and this girl has this, I now pronounce you in Sashomaru, husband and wife, glaze on her eyes. Can I help you? You have Uncle Yo's DNA. So they keep asking questions about me during class, so I basically had to write a personal letter to them. You've got a great teacher, she taught me everything about math. Now sit down, shut up, and study. Leave her alone. Stop following her out to her car. Don't call her house at night. Welcome to the fandom. Am I off at 1? Oh shoot, I still have like 8 more cards for this. Thank you, hecklers, you bought me time. Shoot, now I don't know what I want to do next.
Something fun. That's what she said.
Right. Let's talk about cats. Let's talk about if anyone has ever owned a cat, because they're horrifying. I have to get down and visit my girlfriend. Her name is Kat. She owns 2 cats. Their names are Epic and Quest. This was unplanned. Quest just came with the name, because his owner was Johnny. Weird, right? She has 2 cats. She has Hello Kitty on her credit card. She's basically like a themed supervillain, right? Because everything is modeled after her name. And when I say she has 2 cats, I mean she's being held hostage by 2 cats that are letting her serve them as their personal butler. Because that's what cats do. They get into your house and they do this Jedi mind trick. You ever realize a cat never wants you to pet it when you want to? That's the whole reason you brought the little furry thing into your house, right? So you could play with it when you want to. Nope. A cat will even pet itself. That's how low maintenance they are. If you pet it, it'll go away. You just have to leave your hand out there, and it will pet itself. If you try to move it, no, stop it, you're doing it wrong. No, go away, I hate you. Because cats are smart. A cat understands the pet-owner relationship, but in their minds, it's reversed. Because a cat is the only animal I know that will show its affection through a headbutt. When rams do it, it's to murder one another. And if that's not worse, the cat will then throw its butt into your face. So it's a headbutt and then a butt head. Headbutt, teabag, how was your day at work, honey? Why did we let them into the house? But a cat is so demanding, too. Always demanding for your attention. The moment you're home, they just always want to be around you. If you're reading, they spread themselves over the newspaper because they're only awake for 4 hours a day. They have to get the whole quota of harassment in that time. But meow means now in English. Pet me now! Scratch my butt now! See me now! Open the door now! Open this... Why is this door closed? I want to go in this room! Open the door! Let me outside now! Do you want to go out? Well, not now. It's your idea. Let me back in now! But they look at you. Don't fall for the kitty stare. The kitty stare like this Stockholm syndrome, like they're prisoners in this elaborate spa where you pamper them with pedicures.